reason why I wanted to become a doctor was having vivid memories of being a little boy with the doctor coming to my house, especially one night when my dad was very sick, and actually another night when I was very sick. And I remember like it was yesterday, the doctor spent the entire night, and by the morning my dad was better, and subsequently I was better. And I just thought it was amazing that someone could show up and take a scared family with people that was sick and help make them better. I then have other memories of being a young kid in the lobby of the hospital, because back in those days, children were not allowed to go upstairs to see patients. And I would remember seeing the doctors going by in their white coats and in their scrubs, getting in the elevator and going upstairs to take care of people. And when my grandparents would come home from the hospital better and talk about how great the doctors were, it just made me want to be one of them. So initially I started out in high school and in college being very involved on the ambulances and becoming a paramedic and even working in the city of New York. But that wasn't enough. I wanted to do more, and that's what motivated me to go on to medical school and to become a doctor. The most rewarding part of being a doctor, at least for me, is just like all of us in our jobs. You wonder if you're doing a good job, you wonder if you're making a difference, you wonder if all the hard work and all the sacrifice in your own life and in your family's life is worth it. And then, thankfully for me, when I get a card or a letter from a patient or their family thanking me for the job I did and appreciating how hard I worked and what a difference I made either in their life or in a member of their family's life, it just makes me feel good and rejuvenates me and re-energizes me to keep trying to work hard and doing my best, because that helps me realize that I am making a difference. The one question I wish patients would ask me more, I wouldn't say isn't one question, but just the general concept of patients wanting explained to them what's wrong with them, what my concerns are, what tests I want to do to try to figure out the problem, explain to them why we're doing those tests, explain to them going over the results of those tests and why the treatments that are being recommended are being recommended. I think no matter what you do for a living, whether you're an accountant or a lawyer or a car mechanic or working in someone's home, you owe it to either the customer or, in my case, the patient, to make sure you've explained in clear, non-medical terms that someone can understand what's going on. So I consider part of my job a success, or putting it differently, a failure, if someone leaves my office confused and not understanding what the concerns are, what the potential diagnosis is, and what we're going to do to try to figure it out and treat it. So I love when patients ask me and challenge me to explain to them in language that they understand what's going on. I am Dr. Marc Michelson. My mission at Jefferson is to improve lives.